You're not broken. You are just surrounded by people who settled. And if you are tired of second guessing your growth because it made you be the odd one out, this video will break that lie off you. You'll walk away knowing why this season feels so lonely, why you outgrow some people to become the healed version of yourself, and how to find that specific tribe that speaks the language of your future, not your past. I want to talk to you today about something nobody talks about. Nobody tells you that when you start healing, how much is going to cost you, how it changes the people around you, and why being in the 1% comes with both blessing and grief. Everybody says they want to grow, but when you actually start growing, people fall off. You'll hear this, "Oh, you acting funny now," or "You too good for us," or "Girl, it's not that deep." But it is that deep. It is. When you've tasted freedom, when you've decided you don't want to numb your way through life anymore, it is that deep. They'll say you've changed, and you did. You were supposed to. See, your obedience is making comfort uncomfortable. Your healing is making their excuses that much louder. And that's when most people shrink back. Not because they don't want to be better, but because they're too scared to be misunderstood. I remember when I started changing what I ate, not for an image, but for healing. People didn't understand why I stopped showing up at certain places, why I didn't want to hit up every brunch, why I'd bring my own food or say no to something that used to be my comfort and my go-to. And I realized I wasn't just breaking habits. I was breaking agreements I had made with who I used to be. Your healing will offend the agreements others have made with your old self. What nobody tells you is that the road to be better often requires you to walk alone. That some relationships were only meant to survive your brokenness, not your breakthrough. When I start saying yes to God's version of me, the whole healed version of me, the honest me, I realized I was also saying no to the binge eating version of me when I was sad. I was saying no to trauma bonding, no to people pleasing. And sis, that no is going to cost you. It will cost you invitations. It will cost you approval. It will cost you comfort. But Jesus warned us about this. Enter through the narrow gate. Only a few is going to find it. Matthew 7:13 and 14. That narrow path, that's the path that you are on. And on a narrow path, there is less noise, less clapping, fewer people. But you know what is on that path? Your purpose, your peace, your real joy, and the kind of clarity that the world cannot give you. You are not crazy. You are not being too much. You are not a failure because it feels lonely. Lonely doesn't mean wrong. It means ahead. The 1%, they chose the vision over the vibes. They've chosen conviction over comfort. They've chosen purpose over being popular. It's uncomfortable, but it's holy. Now, here's the part that nobody talks enough about. Yes, some people won't come with you, but God will send others who are already where you're going. Stop waiting for your old circle of friends to get it. Find people who already do. It might start small, one friend, one online group, one voice that makes you feel seen. That's why I created this space, because I was tired of being in rooms where my healing was too loud, tired of being in conversations where conviction felt awkward. Tired of explaining why freedom costs more than comfort. You don't need more approval. You need more alignment. Sis, God is not calling you to isolation. He's calling you to consecration. And in that place, he will surround you with those who speak the new language. So what do you do when it feels like no one gets you anymore? You stay planted in his word. You lean into your structure. You join a community, not for attention, but for alignment. You stop explaining your growth to people committed to comfort. You choose the narrow path, even when it's quiet, even when it's lonely, even when it hurts. Healing is hard, but you were never meant to do it alone. We were not designed to do life alone. If this spoke to you, get on the waitlist for the Appetite Exchange Guide, or if it's already out, make sure you download your copy. It is free for now. I love you for real, for real. You are not alone. You are becoming. I'll see you in the next one.